Hello out there, buddy. Matthew back with you again. Just making a small little update here and a little bit of a ramble. Starting to storm here in Florida, so if you hear any thunder or see lightning behind me, then that's what it is. Went to the show in Dunedin. It was only the second model show I'd ever been to. Of course, didn't win anything, but that's not the reason I go. I just go to have fun. Try to meet some people and pick up some deals. But if I'm going, I'm going to take a car and put it in and see what happens. But it didn't work out, but that's alright. So I had fun. Ran to Old Tom, as he called himself, Rambler 69. And then Rick, Cletus wasn't there, but Rick was there from the Heartbeat Model Shop. Ran to them. Those guys, if you've not met them in person, they're nuts. They truly are nuts. They like to have fun and they enjoy the hobby, and they're nuts. Fabulous builders, both of them. Can't even think of the name of the truck that Rick or Tom brought. That little dump truck thing that he built. Awesome job. The little 29 roadster that he put in, a little blue and white one, fabulous. Same with Rick, the little roadster he put in, awesome. And same with all of his builds he's done. They're all just fantastic builds. Realized one. Sorry. Alright. Somebody turned around in the driveway. Of course, dogs are watching them. I realized real quick that I'm out of my league when I go to shows. My stuff's not even comparable to Rick and Tom and anybody else there. So I've got a long way to go. It gives me something to strive for, to try and get better. I'm not doing it just for competition or trying to get better for any other reason than if I'm doing it, then I should try and make each and every one of them a little better. So that's what I'm trying to do, and just up my game a little bit. But we really had an enjoyable day. Took my wife, she went with me. She let me spend way too much money. Ended up buying stuff that I said I wasn't going to buy. I promised I wasn't going to buy no kits. I was only going to buy supplies. And so when I got there, nobody was selling supplies other than photo etch or aftermarket stuff, or like photo etch stuff. I've never bought that in my life. So since there was no supplies that I was actually looking at tape or nothing like that, I ended up buying models instead. And she didn't kill me. She was okay with it. She told me she actually picked out one that I got, so I got that. And so anyway, that was our day at the show, so that was a lot of fun. And I came home and got started modeling. I want to say yesterday I was modeling. And my Badger Chrome, my baby, my sweetheart, the one I love so much, I destroyed it. Yeah, it'll never spray again. I miss it. After I bought it, I didn't know. I had several others. The one I bought was the screw it here. You should have been ready. Air pressure off. I'm having to use this one now because I broke the good one. Neo by Iwata. Still don't like it, but I'm forced to use it now. But anyway, on this one, I would take the cap off, clean it all out. So I got the good airbrush, and I was cleaning it all out one day, and I thought, it's got this thing here, and it looks like it should come off, and I bet there's paint in there I should clean it out. So I tried to take it off, couldn't get it, so pliers. I turned it off, cleaned it all out, looks fine, put it back on, stuck it down with fingers, and started spraying. I started getting bubbles out of the cup. Started bubbling, a little bubble paint clear out of my cup. So I tighten it down a little bit more, and it kind of stops, so I use it for 7, 8 months. Clean it again, take it all apart. Nothing in there when I take it apart this time, just clean as a whistle. So I put it back together, tighten it back up. It never does really stop bubbling into the cup, so I've always had that problem. And then, so I sent Gil a question the other day, and he said, well, put a little beeswax on there, and, you know, well, he didn't probably know exactly what part I was talking about, I'll say that. Put beeswax on the thread, tighten it up. So I put beeswax on it, tighten it up a little bit. Still leaking. He said, make sure it's good and tight. So, no problem. Grab my pliers. Well, ever since I had my strokes, I can't tell how much force I'm actually putting on something. It doesn't register from hands, arms, to brain doesn't get there. A lot of times when I'm trying to open a glass bottle and the lid's stuck, I'll actually snap the glass bottle, just break in half, cut myself. So I grab my pliers, twist the threads off, just circling whistles. Now it just spins on there. So obviously I can't use that anymore, and it was in the body where the thread stripped, so now I have to buy a new airbrush. And Mama's not giving me the okay to do that yet, so she might not be too happy with me. She hasn't really said. So I just kind of laid it down, picked up my little Neo, and so I'm not expecting to put out any good paint jobs for a while since I have to use this. But we're going to do our best, you know. We'll persevere and do what we can. So that's enough of me rambling about that. Let me swap the camera around here real quick. I'll show where I'm at with the car. And then next time you see it, it'll probably be done. I'll be moving on to something else. So give me a second here and I'll turn it around and get another view. Okay, so we got her turned around here. Get the airbrushes out of the way. We have, you probably seen it last time. Here's the chassis done up. Looks pretty decent, I think. If I can zoom in just a touch, maybe get it. There we go. Looks pretty decent. So there's that. The wheels didn't fit. They look a little crooked, and I don't know. That's probably builder error. I'm sure it's not anything to do with the manufacturing. So here's the car. Now I had to paint this front section. This is the Neo paint job here on the front. The green with the candy over it and the clear coat, which is just on this. I only put the Tamiya X22 clear on that. You can actually get a little shine on it. That's not my PPG that I used on the car. It's just Tamiya clear. This as well is Tamiya clear. And then there's the interior. I'm kind of going for, I'm hoping this looks like leather. It kind of does to me because I want it to. And then the inside is the same color it was on the car, same color as rims. I kind of brought that color to the inside. It's really come down there, guys. I don't know if you can. Dogs in there watching the rain. Sorry about that. Anyway, so we got that done, and I used a Hunter Selby trick here. If you can see the Bel Air, oops, in there is painted, and you actually see it says Bel Air pretty good. I guess that's about as close in as I can get. That was one of his tricks, and I got all the numbers for the speedometer. I don't know why a speedometer would be green numbers, but I left it anyway. But I thought that looked pretty nice right there, having the Bel Air. Get my finger over here. Whoa! Holy cow! There we go. Getting the Bel Air in there. I thought it looked really, really nice. So I was thankful Hunter showed how to do that. So we'll get her back out here again. So there's that, and have the bottom little part here painted, ready to go in. So I'll sit on the car thusly, which I guess those I haven't even fitted this yet. It actually doesn't fit. Now, I'm sure it does. We'll figure that out later. Alright, so then still have the hood for the car. We still have the hood there. That's the PPG that's on it. And I'm starting to put windows in the car, so I got glue there. You know, I haven't even painted the inside of it yet. But I'm starting to get the windows put in. It's starting to look pretty decent. So that's where we're at, guys. There I am behind the camera. You can see my little tripod that I'm using. Well, actually, I'm using my airbrush paint stand. You can see it holding the camera. Ah! So there's that. So alright, guys, we'll quit blabbering. I'll get this put up, and the next time you see this, it should be done, and we're going to move on to something else. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and we'll be back at you later. Bye-bye.